Well, interestingly, when you have low RF, I was suspecting the RF amp was bad, and there's the capacitor all soldered on. You can see the two capacitors in series. That fixed the receiver. That made a huge difference. So I'm not sure why Milt or whoever designed this thing is taking the grid over to the plate of the 12BY7, but I could picture Milt having this thing in a lab, this part of the circuit in a lab, modeling it, and it worked with this capacitance on the 12BY7. Anyway, this thing is part of the injection circuit, I think, injecting the RF into the RF amp. So that needed a capacitor probably for some resonance or some type of grounding, but yeah, that sure fixed it. So here's the 12B A6 here. And yeah, this capacitor, so it looks like we're getting some RF in here. Or is it coming in through here? Not sure. Anyway, this capacitor here was off to the plate of the 12BY7, so I'm not sure what the 12BY7 would be used for, or why they would care about that. That's the transmitting tube, so what if I pulled out the 12BY7 without burning myself here? So yeah, so this definitely fixed it. I was suffering from really low ADC voltage because I didn't have much of an amp on this thing, so now I'm on with I have no antenna on this thing at all, and I can hear 80 meters with some static, and I can peak it now. So that's a huge difference. So now when I throw the antenna on, the long wire interference antenna, you can see that now I can pick up my S meter full of static. So that's about where the other radio is. So it sounds like this guy is back in action. So I'm not sure. I guess that capacitor's been off for a long time, at least as I've had the radio for 2 weeks now. So anyway, that's that. Now I can get some noise like I want, like it's working like it should. And if I fire up my generator here, get a signal on this thing. So I have an S meter again, and if I take the RF gain all the way down, the meter should peg or go up all the way, and it still doesn't. So I still got to figure that part out of it. Anyway, well, what if I zero it now? Let's see, take this out. Let's go to 10 meters, or some band doesn't work very well. And the S meter is really high. Turn this back up. Oh, it is pretty much, no, it's not quite zeroed. Actually, it is, so that's about right. Maybe I can take it up a hair, but that's all. Anyway, that's not going to help much. Let's check out 40 meters now and see how that's working. There's 40. Let's put the antenna back in this thing and see how that works out. Let's do a little peek on this thing. Wow. So that's pretty good. Yeah, so now when I get signals, they actually do something. So that's more of the radio that I wanted than before when it didn't work very well. I could hear everything, it just wasn't too loud. But I could hear everything, just no signal. So the amp is really working well. How about 20 meters? There's 20. Yeah, that's great. Of course, the band's always dead, but it's working. So I probably got to go through a recalibration on it, at least in those parts of the calibration to get it working. So anyway, well, that's 20 meters. 14.1. Let's see how this thing works. .1. There we are. There's 14.1. Am I on 20? Yes, I am. Not hearing much here. 14.1. Okay, that's a problem. There we go. So with my generator on, yep. And they were saying the calibrator should be S9s. Let's see how that works. Turn this thing off. Go to the calibrator, S9. Calibrate. Okay. Let's peek it. Well, it's not an S9. But it's moving. How about on 40 meters? That's almost an S9. 80 meters. That's about right. Let's check out 15 meters. Click, click, click. There's 15. You can hear it. 21. 21.1. 21.4. Well, anyway, I think it's fixed. Good enough for now. Let's go back to 10 meters here. 10 meters, which is going to be what? 28.4. 28.4. There we go. What do we got here? There's a signal. Yep, it's got some signal on 10 meters too. So I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, because of one little capacitor being off. It's crazy. Looks like the AGC is working. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. I think this radio is getting toward fixed. Pretty happy with the outcome of just one little capacitor being... It looks like they didn't have that value and they put two capacitors in series to decrease the capacitance. I don't know. But anyway, I probably got to realign some of these coils in here now and see how that goes. Well, thanks for watching. Have a great day.